In the end, it doesn't even matter. We missed you, Linkin Park. Stay tuned for my full opinion about the new singer, Emily Strong. Stay tuned. All right, welcome to another episode of Claire here. We're going to get right into it. We're going to be talking about the new front singer for Linkin Park, and then we're going to be talking about just my overall opinion about emotions tying to music. I feel like Linkin Park was like the first. I want to say Aerosmith because I love me some Steven Tyler with his toxic self, allegedly. But they were like my first group that I was like, Fall Out Boy could not touch Linkin Park. Like we love Linkin Park over here. All right, so first things first, calm down. I'm saying calm down as in like a lot of people came in thinking that she's gonna be able to fulfill, Rest in Paradise Chester, who was the original singer for the group. But like, I'm no doctor. But okay, how about this? We go into the negative parts and then we go into the positive. Number one, I'm no doctor, but she can't keep this up. Okay. She did the 3 songs that I would say like the hardest just vocally. Like I'll say my own background. I'm not a singer, I can just hold a note. But I play piano, I played trumpet for 7 years, and then just being in choir for a couple of years here and there. I have a good musicality about me, and I can tell you when you're straining your voice and what it sounds like. I'm no doctor, but she's not gonna be able to keep this up. Like, she was singing Crawling, and I was like, Mama, you yelling, okay? You yelling, Mama. Crawling in my skin. Like, she's yelling. Like, there was, like, that's me staying in my key range that I know I can go to. Her, I feel like I was crawling, like, and I feel like I know there's a passion behind it. We'll talk about that at the 5-minute mark, but I really feel like just long term, she's not gonna be able to keep this up. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if like later on in the year they have to like cancel, because I'm pretty sure they're going on like a full-on tour, Welcome Back Linkin Park, after 7 years. I can see her being like, okay, I'm okay, guys. I'm gonna need to rest. We're gonna have to cancel some tour. We're gonna have to cancel like half of the tour because just vocally she can't keep this up. And that's not saying that she has a bad voice. I think she has an amazing voice. Like, I think she has an amazing voice, but just vocally, especially as we get into the colder months, you gotta think about like with warmth. Like, you want your vocal cords warm, which is why a lot of singers have a tendency to drink chamomile tea, and like they just have a chamomile tea, which will warm your throat up, and also lemon, and then warm water, because you want your vocal cords warm. Like, you don't want to be irritated. That usually leads to strep throat. So that's why I said, that's why I said, I don't think she can keep it up. That's just me. Another negative I had on here was vocal range. I feel like she has an amazing, almost contra alto. I'm gonna say I'm saying it wrong, but I feel like she has a voice that's like 2 keys above mine. Okay, so I wouldn't, if I was recompositioning the song, I would bring it lower. I felt like there wasn't a lot of changes on that part. Like, I know they have their own rendition of it. We can't replace Chester because like just amazing vocalist, but I do wish they would have changed the keys. Crawling in my skin. They got her doing crawling in my skin. Like, they have little mama yelling. I don't like that. I feel like that's kind of like just as the composer of the song, if I was the composer of the song, I would have definitely brought it lower for her, because you gotta think about stamina. Like, she has to be able to run through this tour for the next, I don't know how long they're gonna be doing on this, basic revival tour. She's gotta be able to last this entirety of this time. So I would say That to me would be a con. I also don't like the fact that there hasn't been a lot of promotion. Like, I think I just fell upon it on YouTube and it was on, running through social media. I really wish they would have promoted it more, because I feel like for us, us millennials who love Linkin Park, who would have loved to have known, because I would have made a whole night of it. I just kind of fell into it. I wish they would have told us more. So I'm going to go into the pros, and then we're going to go into the emotional aspect. Pros is bravery. Like, do you know how brave it takes to go and sing in front of people? Like it's a crazy feeling, because like you have this mindset of where like, okay, you're talented, but what if you're not perceived well? Like, even with me as a content creator, like before I make a video, I always just like, what if the video sucks? But I have the safety of taking my L's at my house. Like, you're taking the L in real time, so I really feel like, I think for her to have the bravery alone, you're already an amazing singer for having the bravery to stand up there and actually sing. Like, I'm already thinking, I was like, girl, you're doing amazing. I also love in here, I love that her voice is so full. Like when she was singing in the end, it doesn't even matter. I really hope copyright doesn't get me for that. But like, her voice is so full. Like, a lot of singers nowadays, no offense, a lot of singers nowadays have a tendency to not have a fullness of their voice, to where I feel like they're straining. I also have on here bravery at trying to fill Chester's shoes, or just basically like bring the band back. Like, I love when I see bravery like that, because it takes a lot of bravery to be able to sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to come in and, this is a really big group, international group that has crossed genres left and right. I want to come in here and I want to try this. And, especially with how social media can be so cruel, like, y'all are some meanie heads. I have written in my notes, social media are some meanie heads. I have it on here. But I really feel like I like the fact that she did that. Now, we're going to go into the emotional aspect of it. So what I mean by that is that I really feel like a lot of people don't understand the reason why we're so attached to certain songs, or we love playing the oldies. Like, it's because there's emotion attached to it. Like, for example, with Crawling in My Skin, like, the whole purpose behind it was that, Chester was just uncomfortable. Like, who am I supposed to be? Like, I feel like I'm crawling in my skin. Like, I just feel like I want to get out of it. Like, and in the end, it doesn't even matter. Like, no matter what I do, like, I can't change anything. Like, you have to really feel those emotions. Like, those emotions of inadequacy is what brought that emotion to the song. And not saying that Emily Strong hasn't gone through anything, but I can literally hear, like, when I first listened to Crawling, like, I felt it. I was like, oh my God. Like, I literally got like little goosebumps or whatever from just feeling his emotion. Like, you could feel it. You could feel it. Like, he would say crying, like he's crawling in his skin. And it was just like, oh my goodness. Like, you can feel it. Like, you can really feel the emotion, like with Numb, like More of You. Like, I forgot how it went. I'm sorry. It's been a while, but, there was just so much emotion there. And like, I have some examples here. I have some fun ones. Like, for example, with Cisco with Thong Song, I'm gonna sing it again. I felt like the emotion behind the Thong Song was just so, like, he was passionate about women's underwear. He was. He was very passionate about it. But I really felt like the emotion's missing. Like, I really feel like that's what's missing. Because I was wondering, I was saying that thing, I was like, why don't we keep going back to these old songs? And not just for nostalgia or therapy, as they would say. But I sat there and thought, I was just like, why am I going back to these old songs? Like, oh, because the emotion was there. Not saying that the Gen Zenians, which, like I said, Emily is a millennial, but not saying that the Gen Zenians don't have any emotion, but like, I really feel like that's what's missing. I get it now. I understand it, because there at one point I was just like, with the song Diamonds is a perfect example. So Diamonds is written by Sia, which I don't know why I didn't hear her. Yay. I hear Sia's vocals in the background. I never registered that she wrote the song. But like the reason why Rihanna's like that one performance when Rihanna, I still remember like it was yesterday. Of course, I can't show the images because of copyright, but just type in Rihanna Diamonds Rain performance. Like it was basically like an ode almost to like you're still special no matter what happens, because you know at the time she was going through a lot, you know, like with her management and everything, time frame of when the song was released. Like I really feel like shine bright like a diamond, like it's like just reminding herself like you're still unique, you're still valuable. Like that was another song. And then I have, you know, for my you know, because I listen to K-pop here and there, for Loser by Big Bang, go listen to it. You don't have to understand it, but the lyrics are in English at the bottom for translation. Loser. And then Lonely by 21. Like you just feel the emotion, like you feel it. And I feel like that's what tethered us to the music, because what's missing from, to tie it back to Linkin Park, what's missing is the fact that the emotion's not there. And that's not saying that she's not a great singer. She's a phenomenal singer. I've never heard like such like voice is so even. She sings from her diaphragm, what you want to do. You don't want to sing from your chest, but like the emotion's missing. And you know, unfortunately, you know, with what happened with Chester, with him not being on the same plane as us, we'll say it as that. The fact that he had that internal battle is what added to the music. It's what brought us fans to loyalty to this day. Adele as well with Hello from the Other Side, you know, like what Hello from the Other Side, and then Rolling in the Deep, like you can kind of feel it. Or if you want to not be too serious, be Better Have My Money. Like at one point, like when Rihanna first came out with the song, I was just like, dang, I mean, do I have her money? Like I went to go check the couch. I was like, do I have Robin's money here? Because the way she sung it, like I felt that emotion. The emotion is what's missing. Like I found the secret ingredient. It's the emotion. Any song that has come out like lately, like no offense to Tyler, Make Me Sweat, Make Me Drink Water, you know what I'm trying to say. But like that song, like the reason why I'm not really leaning towards that song is because I've never seen the video, by the way. The reason why I'm not leaning towards that song is not because I'm a hater. Tyla's beautiful. I love her accent. But I feel like you have to be able to convince me that your passion is there. You have to be able to convince me through your song that your passion's there. Like Make Me Sweat, Make Me Drink Water, you know what I'm trying to say. I feel like the reason why I'm not believing it from her, because she's not seasoned enough. Like if this is not reverse ageism, but if someone who was like, you know, 28, 30 or whatever, like somebody who, you know, they just got out of a relationship, got out of a divorce, and, you know, they just want to feel good, I'd believe it. But like, you know, with Tyla being younger, like I'm just not buying it that she's so passionate about this. She has no experience yet. I'm just saying like from how she reads, okay, it has nothing to do with age, but I just feel like that's why I can't tie myself, because I finally I needed to figure it out. I was just like, I need to figure out like why I was not buying it from anybody. Like people are singing songs and people were like, oh my God, I love the songs. Like I don't feel it. I don't feel the emotion from it. Like, what's another song that I have written as an example on here? Adele, Rolling in the Deep, Hell from the Other Side. Adele, Turning Tables, that's another song that I said just full of passion, because like it was at a time where Turning Tables was about, I'm trying to think how it was basically about like switching, like, you know, when those tables turn, like she still, like the passion, the emotion is what tied people to making it. But my overall review, I feel like I need to relax. Like y'all need to give Emily a chance. I feel like the bravery into actually going through with it and actually singing it, I think she's amazing. But I do feel like y'all have a tendency to want like a copy and paste, like you want to be able to karaoke. Like I really wish, like from a musicality standpoint, they changed all the keys on everything. You know, just change everything, lower it, do whatever you gotta do, because this is just like a health thing. Like she's not gonna be able to keep this up. I'm telling you this. Okay. But I don't know, you guys, let me know what you think about it. But for all my Linkin Park, my long-term Linkin Park friends like myself, they do have like basically a promotion they're going through YouTube where they're just performing all the songs. And, you know, I also hope for them to make new songs as well to continue legacy. But don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire here.